All right, guys, what's up? Today is Honeydew Saturday. Actually, it's Honeydew late morning because the baby's sleeping, which means we get to do a little project. Today, what we're doing is putting in a curtain rod for a fancy little curtain that my wife just got from a place that starts with an I and I believe is Swedish. Is it Swedish? All right. I don't like to do this. I've done it before. I don't like to do this where you're like doing some of these and doing some of that and doing some of that and doing some of that. So I'm gonna try something a little different today, and we're gonna use this, but for something different. Today, I'm gonna just use a level here and a speed square. We're gonna see if we can get this thing done a lot quicker and a little cleaner, more proficient, etc. So pay attention, follow along as we do our project. Thanks. All right, the one thing you're gonna need this sucker for here is you're gonna need to get the length of your window. That's important. Really, you just wanna make sure the rod's gonna, cover your window. So you've got a big enough rod for the window. I guess you should have, checked that before you bought a rod. But really what you want to make sure is, if you want to put your rod holders outside of the window, you want to make sure you have enough room. Your rod's long enough to give you enough room to put your rod holders out a little further than your window. So what you're going to do is measure the window, measure your rod holder here, and make sure you have enough room on each side to match or give you enough room to put your rod holders out here. So we've determined we have enough room, and we're gonna do 3 inches down from the top, 3 inches over, and that's what we're gonna use our speed square for. We're gonna identify the areas to drop in the drywall anchors and put in the brackets for the rod. All right, the first thing I'm doing here is I'm just gonna put a little, with my pencil, put a little indicator right here at the top with my handy dandy leveler, and I'm just taking a straight edge off of the side of the window. And I'm gonna do it on both sides. All right, so we want 3 inches over and 3 inches down from the ceiling. So we'll take our speed square here and we will get that. So we'll use our point that we made, and we're gonna go 3 inches over, 3 inches down. Actually, for this example, our bracket has kind of like a long hole, I'll show you, but I'm actually just going to run a little line like that, up and down. We'll do it on both sides. The other side, we'll flip it, we'll run a line up and down. All right, so we're gonna be using these drywall anchors by Toggle, and they're the little screw-in ones. I like them a little bit better than like the hammer-in ones that tend to break off. So we're gonna use those. They say you don't need to drill a pilot hole, but I'm gonna use a little 1/8 inch drill bit to put a little pilot hole because I don't know, I think they go in a little easier. And if you happen to hit a stud when you're drilling in, then you're not gonna need the anchor. Just use the pilot hole to put your screw into, right into the stud. All right, so like I was saying, our bracket here, it's got this kind of long, skinny open area that I'm gonna put two drywall anchors in. So I lined the top of the bracket up with that 3 inch mark I originally made. Double check, still there. And I'm just gonna put two two areas here that I want to do a pilot hole and drop in a drywall anchor. I hit a stud, so I didn't poke right through. I hit a stud, which means we'll be using probably a different screw than what comes with this. But it kind of makes it a little easier. I don't have to put a drywall anchor in, and I guess we'll see what's on the other side. I need to get my holes first. So line it up with the top of the line, and I've got it now. I'm just gonna put two kind of random holes along that line I created earlier that fit in here. And we did not hit a stud, so we'll be putting drywall anchors in. All right, while I'm over here, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop this bracket I got right here. And I'm going to use the provided screws that came in the anchor packet. Making sure again that as I put this up here, the top of the line is my 3-inch mark. So I'm gonna line this top up with that and get these things set. All right, this bracket right here, pardon the baby, she woke up. This bracket right here, when you use the short side, it's got an ability to break it. So that's what you do, you break it. The long side would be if you mounted this side to the wall, but we want potentially to do 2 hangers here, so. There you go. And now that's covered. We're gonna do the same to the other side.